I'm JW and welcome to Cabinet Talk. Today I want to talk about the mistake that trips up even the most experienced designers, and that's forgetting the customer. Design is a multifaceted process where you have to keep track of not only the boxes, but the walls that you're attaching them to. Crown placement, toe kicks, hardware, even making sure you have the right colors and styles before you begin the
Centering
design.
the window,
centering the
getting
island,
feeding your dog,
checking for obstacles,
an oil change,
mowing the lawn. All of these potential mistakes compound into the design and force the installer on the other end to find employment elsewhere. Not only that, but you'll also delay the job and no one is happy. Before we get into things, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. We also have a special offer on our Cabinet Bootcamp course at the end of the video, so please be sure to watch until then. Let's go. There are really three types of designers. The first is entirely focused on getting boxes on paper and not much else. They disregard functionality, symmetry, and often forget major components. In addition to that, they don't communicate with the client and are always getting calls from the installers asking why the materials don't match the drawings and why the plans have no notes. The second designer is a little too intense. They go completely overboard, budget be damned. They want every trendy feature and every opportunity to prove their artistic vision is more important than the client's. This designer has a tendency to spend their client meetings arguing instead of collaborating, and they end up trying to sell a vision that the customer never wanted. The third designer is the person who marries style and function. They dot their I's, cross their T's, and make sure every component of the design is explained in full detail for the installers downstream. They have a portfolio full of designs, and each of those has a happy customer on the other end. Be like designer number 3. In the last video, we looked at the blueprint and brought up some design ideas. In addition to that, we got the appliance specs and some options for door styles and colors. Now let's see how each designer decides to handle this kitchen. Here we have designer 1's kitchen. Pause the video and see how many problems with this design you can find. First, the oven and refrigerator are right next to each other, and all it takes is opening a door at the wrong time to have to replace 2 appliances. Second, the sink is off center from the range. This is hugely inconvenient. This is a bad work triangle. Third, the hinging of the doors on the upper cabinets on the main run are completely non-functional. Fourth, there's no rhyme or reason behind the door sizes, and having the contrast between the large and the small doors only makes the balance worse. Fifth, there's no crown, fillers, toe kicks, or light valance. What, we don't need these? Sixth, they didn't take advantage of the space and there's a glaring gap. There's still more space to add cabinets left of the range. Clearly, this designer is still getting into the swing of things, so let's check on designer number 2. Well, let's see what they're arguing about. Oh no. There's technically nothing wrong with this design, but if you take a good hard look, you can almost hear the customer's wallet crying from here. It looks like the designer spent about 28 hours a day for 8 days last week to put this together, and the customer isn't happy at all. Our customer is too short to reach 8-foot-high stacked upper cabinets without a ladder, and practically won't use them daily when cooking, nor do they have any decorative items they want to put behind those glass doors. The space around the island is too compact, which makes it difficult to maneuver. In fact, the island is so oversized, it may need 4 seams in the countertop. The designer took the time to meticulously pick out every possible feature from the manufacturer's design catalog, and after approximately 14 revisions before the customer even had a chance to look at it, created a gaudy, overdone, avant-garde kitchen customized by an artiste. The colors are bold, to say the least, but in the context of the rest of the home, it's a major eyesore and goes against the colors picked out by the customer beforehand. As you could see, both of our designers have some work to do if they really want to impress their client. Designer 1 needs to learn how to do more than just put boxes on a drawing and hope it works out. And designer 2 needs to learn how to dial back their artistic vision to accommodate the space. Most importantly, they both need to think about the user of this kitchen and whether they'll be able to functionally use this space. Let's check on designer 3. It looks like designer 3 is at the pool because the job is actually done. I guess we'll have to check back on her work in the next part. Thanks for watching, and special thanks to Headwaters Development for letting us use their floor plan for our designs. There's a link to them below. And don't forget to tell us what you want us to cover next and leave a comment below. Hit that like button and subscribe, and most importantly, keep building.